For the first time, we have a crop duster in the race.
Well, he's gonna die.
Dusty, you're going up against the best racers in the world.
I'm afraid of heights.
That airplane needs some help. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah.
So I like to imagine when Disney calls, it's via some red telephone hotline situation or John Lasseter on your phone.
Sure.
How did it come about and how many milliseconds did it take for you to say yes?
Actually, it was seeing John Lasseter at, I went to an event in Los Angeles called An Evening of Pixar Music. He said, you know, I've got something I'm thinking about for you, and hearing your voice right now, I think that I want to talk to you about this thing. Give me a couple of months. It's like if Willy Wonka is going to call you, invite you into the chocolate factory. So that when he called, it was, you're right, it wasn't very much time before I said, let's go.
As Rochelle, you play a French Canadian, and I wouldn't have recognized it was your voice.
Good.
Unless I was told that it was you.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Well, they told me she's French Canadian, and I just sort of did a French thing as best I could. I call it French-ish. I'm familiar with the accent. I can speak it a little bit, so I sort of tapped into that and then exaggerated it.
Why don't you go plow yourself, El Chutoy?
Did you get to go in and meet some of the animators?
I got to meet them and see the storyboards. These people are artists. I am in awe of the people who do this animation. I really am.
One thing I loved about your character Dottie is that not only is she a very capable female mechanic, but no jokes are made about her being female and a mechanic.
You're right. No one's pointed that out, that there's no nod to her being a female.
Yeah.
She just is.
It's accepted.
And it's really great. I think it's a great little message.
And she's great at her job too. Were there some tricky terms you had to learn?
There definitely were. The director, Clay, reminded me that on one of my first voice sessions, I said, so what exactly is a blah, 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 6,000? And he looked at me like, how would I know that answer? And I said, you better know, because if you don't know, I'm not going to know.
Why didn't I listen to Dottie?
Yeah, why don't you listen to Dottie?
She's the smartest mechanic in the world.
Is it refreshing to play such an optimistic character like Dusty?
It really is, because it really speaks to more of, who I am as well. I'm always looking for projects and ways that I can be affiliated more with positive messages for youth. So when John, called and said, no, I think you're perfect for this role, I was like, well, me too.
It's a really compelling underdog story. Like Old Yeller.
That's not an underdog story.
There's a dog in it.
Oh, man, that's nasty.
I owe you my life.
Are you crying?
I don't cry, I'm British.
Down, down, down.